very talented people, and I went to Italy with them, and we got to really meet each other properly, and you know, they're two great people. I can't really go any further than that.
Well, and some of the snippets and photos we've seen of you from the film so far, like you're holding Alice by the neck and you're like beating people up. How is the the stage combat aspect of filming? Like, did you enjoy that? You talked about being really physical, but it's just one of those things that it seems like it'd be hard and to get all of that down and keep it going.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame that Dan's not here because he's actually sat in his hotel room doing nothing right now.
Come on over.
Dan, come over. Because he is the guy to talk to about that. He did all the real stunt work, you know, the stuff that he shouldn't have done. Dan actually went in and did, which is great because Dan's a bit of an amateur stuntman. But it's great that he didn't have to do a stunt double, because then that would have taken away from a lot of the action shots that he had, and you wouldn't have got that sense that it was actually Felix doing all the work. For me, I stood and watched. I mean, there was a point where Alice gets up and tries something, but Demetri is pretty quick, and he got there fairly fast on her and whipped her into shape. To play Demetri in that and to watch all that going on, I know it's the character's role to actually let Felix do all that aggressive work, but it was hard. You know, it was actually hard to not get involved. I know it sounds strange because it's all happening, you know, on a film set, but you know, I want to be involved as a person and as a character. I want to do those stunts, and you know, I think it'd be good to do that in the future.
Are we ready?
I have one.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready for this? I don't know if you are.
That's what it is.
This is from McKenna, and she wants to know, this is not me asking, but will you marry her?
It's the second time I've been proposed to today.
Today?
It's going to happen on Friday.
This is a Facebook request too. It's great.
Wow, that's official. Can I just like it instead?
Lauren, do we have any questions from the audience?
Yeah. Anybody out here have any questions? Hold your hand up. Okay, I'm gonna saw you first. Come on, stand up and come on over here to me, and we'll snag what your question happens to be. So, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Kimi from Glendale, California. I heard on an interview that like him and Brian, Dakota Fanning, said that the red contacts really kind of cut off your peripheral vision. Did you have any problems with that, and like in the scene and everything?
You get used to them pretty quick, but the first day I had them on, I was thrown straight onto set with them on, and it is really weird going onto set for the first time, like I said, with people like Rob, Kristen and Dakota and Ashley, and to have this strange kind of stained glass effect going over the front of your eyes, especially when you're in the space of about 2 tables worth of these, like, and you're all standing there, and it's incredibly cramped in those elevators, and yeah, it was a very bizarre experience. It was almost like it was almost a dream sequence when I was in that first scene. And I wouldn't say I was overawed by the occasion, but it was certainly, you know, those guys have been filming forever on this whole thing, and suddenly you come into it, and it's like, go, act. And I didn't know what to do in that elevator. I was like, well, this was in the script, it didn't tell you what to do, so I just made the choice to stare at Bella like that. Stare at Bella. Keep staring at her. And Dan was thinking the same, and he was like, stare at Edward. Stare at Edward, keep staring at Edward, everything's going okay, stare at Edward. So I'm pretty sure it's in there. There's this great candid moment where everyone's kind of like in that awkward lift silence. We're going down, and we're looking at the lift numbers as if it makes any difference. I'm staring at Bella and Dad's staring. It's crazy. All it needs is some cheesy 60s music and everything's great. The contacts made the whole thing, and I love Stephanie's interpretation of minus fangs plus contacts. I think that's a wicked thing and I think it's definitely brought something to. I think I wouldn't say it's a lot of the reason, but it's definitely an added bonus to Twilight. The fact that there is that focus on the eyes, which are the first point of contact with anyone really, and less on the fangs, which are a little bit scary, you know? So less scary and more kind of like cool and nice and everything. So I really do enjoy Stephanie's interpretation of that and as vampires in general.
Okay, great. We have another question out for the audience. What's your name and where are you from?
Karina from Somar, California. And my question is, throughout New Moon, you interact mostly with the Collins, Bella, and the Volturi. If you had a chance to interact with the other characters throughout the series, who would you want to interact with more?
Heidi? Joke. No.
She's the one from the Volturi, though. She's like in it.
I know, that was a saucy joke.
That's okay, we got it.
I love the Wolfpack. I think they're great, and I think I got a really bad preconception of who they were through various, adventurous media reports. But when I met them, they're just like they're brilliant because they're a pack on and off camera, and they really do have that camaraderie about them, that brothership. They just go around in their dressing gowns all naked and really just enjoying what they're doing. And for some of them, it's the first time they're doing things, and a lot of them are really experienced actors, but they're just bonded like glue, and they really do bring that to the screen. I think I was talking to Bronson. I went to Paris with him, and he said it's just great how we all just got on set and off set, and yeah, definitely the Wolfpack. They're a cool bunch.
Great. I think we have time for another question from our audience. Could you stand up? What's your name and where are you from?
Francis from Sacramento, and I was wondering if you've seen the final cut, or tomorrow is your first time.
Yeah, tomorrow will be my first time actually, so it's going to be strange. I've never seen myself on screen. Yeah. My head's going to look huge. Already.
Okay, Charlie, our time is about up, but there's one more request. This is coming from the Borders Tech people. A lot of people are in the audience are asking for you to get close to a camera and blow them a kiss. Or maybe we can just have one of the cameras zoom in and just blow a kiss. One of these cameras?
Sure.
Oh wait, this one. This one.
So I'm blowing a kiss to millions.
To the right over there.
Get really close to it, as in go right up.
He's gonna get close to you. He'll zoom in.
Yeah, zoomed in.
Okay, so this is big. I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
Inspiration here.
All right, are we ready?
Heidi.
All right, on three. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. Announcement. Charlie is going to be signing stuff for everybody here in the audience. Listen, the deal is going to be it's going to start in a little bit. He will sign one item per person, no personalizations, and also it's going to be merchandise purchased here in the store. So that's how it's going to work. And there's going to be a line forming back there.
Before we do that, we have some trivia over at Borders Inc.
Oh, okay.
I'm here with Twiler's Anonymous, and I'm here. We're going to do some trivia, but it's not your professional trivia. We have the fan site admin. We have Kimmy from His Lines right here, and we have two fans right here from Siri. I'm Heather.
I'm Anna.
Okay, and we're just going to get started.